Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Slacker News Podcast. It's the 19th of January 2018 and today we're going to talk about some stuff. What's coming up, Shane?
We got what Ars Technica described as the cryptocurrency bloodbath, which I think is beautifully descriptive and accurate.
Okay.
YouTube raises their subscriber and view watch time threshold to monetize your videos, so you can't monetize your acts that I can't mention because we won't get monetized then. And Nintendo Switch is close to being publicly cracked.
Exciting.
What else do you have?
I have the Hawaii nuclear scare thing that happened.
Fun for us, not fun for people who were there.
Yeah. I mean, at least you're in Hawaii. You get to kind of like relax and chill.
No, see, they live in Hawaii though, so they're used to it.
Oh yeah, I guess.
It's not they don't think of like a beautiful Hawaiian vacation.
Yeah.
They think of, I live in Hawaii and I'm about to fucking die.
And I think that's everything. I don't know. We'll probably talk about more shit because that's how this works. But yeah. Let's get into it. Let's go straight into Bloodbath.
Okay. So, who banned cryptocurrency? Or they're trying to do a total crackdown on it?
I think it was like
South Korea.
Yeah. It was mentioned. I don't know. Like, it wasn't confirmed. And they talked about it a bit, and there's a lot of kind of what the people in the cryptocurrency business call FUD: fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So you're spreading FUD if you're making up shit, or
sounds like a farming thing.
Spreading FUD.
Fuck's sake.
That's pretty much the same. Like, it's pretty much you're just slurring up the cryptocurrency fields and hoping that you get some gains out of it.
That's the least relatable thing you've ever said.
So there's this thing where you put shite
on
fields.
Doesn't matter.
So basically, much like a bloodbath, it was red all over, and
everything's down.
And
literally
everyone was sad.
Everything went down. My kin went down. So naturally, I bought more.
Yeah. It's two types of people. It's the bloodbath half empty and the bloodbath half full.
The people who live at home with mammy, so they have money to spend on cryptocurrency.
Oh, it's sale time. And then the people who bought Bitcoin at 17,000 because they're afraid of missing out when it hits 100k.
Yeah.
So those people didn't have a good time.
No, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
And as with most things, cryptocurrency, it's definitely related to the Chinese.
It's a fucking scam. The whole thing's a scam.
So the Lunar New Year is a thing, and it's celebrated in many Asian countries. And apparently at this time of year...
Is that what Chinese New Year is?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a difference though, because I thought that was in February. Yeah, it's February 16th this year, I think, is the Chinese New Year. So Lunar New Year is something different. We're just culturally uneducated, but that's fine.
After your trip to China?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know nothing about anything. But yeah, so a lot of people were saying that they probably cashed out their crypto gains and used it to go partying, celebrate the moon, you know, typical Lunar New Year stuff. So that's a theory. What do you think? What is everything gonna recover? Is it gonna be okay, or is this? What about BitConnect?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. I am a pleb though, so I will talk on the topic.
I am a man.
Not that. Don't start that. BitConnect is an interesting topic. Cryptocurrency as a whole. No, see, everyone panicked because the people in this industry don't know what they're doing. Because people like you and me who are like, let's invest in crypto, and we haven't gone to 19 years of business school and stock market trading, knowing that you shouldn't have a fire sale every time something happens.
Why not though? Because it's not a real market. It doesn't act like a real market, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like anything could happen.
Yeah.
Like it's
exciting.
It could go anywhere.
It's thrill.
The great Bitcoin crash of 2018 we're in now.
So yeah, BitConnect was
BitConnect was an exchange and a lending platform and a load of other stuff, and they started receiving cease and desists from various states, various state bodies in America, because they have a lending platform where you can gain profits if you buy their currency, and that literally is the description of a security, and they're not licensed to sell securities at all.
yeah.
So what happened was they closed their exchange, everyone started dumping their coin. They had their own cryptocurrency, which they used for their Ponzi scheme / pyramid scheme. More on that in a second. So that went from $320 down to like, it was $20 when I last checked.
Apparently it's gone up a bit.
That's dumb.
It went down 95%.
Yeah.
When the kind of crash happened. So it was the biggest loser as far as coin market cap, changes in price. Now it's one of the biggest gainers. Yeah.
Do you think it was them dumping their own one and then buying it back?
Could be. I don't know. So the whole thing was you essentially traded your Bitcoin for BitConnect tokens.
BCC. Not
which,
Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, I read, I was like, BCC's gone down 95%. Bitcoin Cash, what? No, that's BCH.
Yep.
It used to be BCC, but then
BitConnect
came in. They were promising 40% returns per month.
Month?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm reading, but feel free to correct me. I'm reading this
No,
from someone.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying like that's...
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, they promised above average returns.
That's the kind of shit you get if you get really lucky gambling.
Yeah.
Or you kill people. I can't see any other way to make that kind of money.
So, essentially, people traded their Bitcoin for BitConnect things, and then eventually they were just like, well, we're not a thing anymore, so our thing's useless, and we have loads of Bitcoin now.
I'd never heard of them before. Well, I knew the name BitConnect. See, I heard of them but didn't know what they did, and then I went on their website. I'm talking quickly, and I saw this lovely graph of how their referral system works. If I refer you, I get either 10 or 8% of all your profits or what you deposit. I don't quite remember. And then for everyone you refer, I get 5%, and then for everyone they refer, I get 3%. So that's 853, 16% already gone. But you also have to include in the fact that everyone that I get the 3% off, you get 5% off, and you get 3% off. So that's what we call a multi-level marketing scheme, or a total fucking scam.
Yeah.
Where they're printing money out of nowhere.
How much do you think they made? I'm sure it was stupid amounts of money.
A beautiful amount. But like, also their token, they were openly a Ponzi scheme. Like our lovely friend James, he explained to me what they did, and I went, that's a Ponzi scheme? And he went, yep. I'm like, how do people not know this?
So BitConnect is, at the time of recording, $31.
It was 20.
It's down 24% in the last 24 hours.
16 seconds.
The chart is pretty nice in the last 7 days. It dropped so rapidly. It literally looks like a straight line.
It looks like a 6 ski ramp.
It's good stuff. Obviously not if you're invested in BitConnect, but you know.
But it's good stuff for us because it's funny, and I got a little giggle out of it, and I like having a little giggle.
Speaking of stuff that was unfortunate for other people but kind of funny for the rest of the world, Hawaii. So there was a nuclear missile alert.
Ballistic missile.
Is that not just an intercontinental ballistic missile? ICBM?
Yeah.
Okay. Residents of Hawaii received an alert on their phones saying you're about to get missiled, and
it also didn't say something like this is actually happening. it like the message very much stressed that this wasn't a drill.
Yeah, well, like the message being sent, as far as the system was concerned, was not a drill. It was like
No, but the content of the message
Yeah.
specified this is actually happening.
Well, it's like whenever you hear a fire alarm, do you think fire or do you think, oh fuck, someone's off a fire alarm? Like, how many times do you actually think there might be a fire somewhere?
I'm like just what's the term? I'm conditioned from school to know that someone's burning toast in the teacher's lounge, and then from college it's just the fucking chemistry students making a mess.
See, anytime I hear it, I'm like, there could be a fire, but I would know if there was a fire, you know?
See, our buildings are made out of like stone.
Yeah, we're lucky
with
there.
stone hallways.
Yeah, and candy floss on the walls, you know.
Yeah.
So, people were challenging each other to say, what's the worst interface you could make for a test or real bomb or missile scare alert system thing?
I got one.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a handgun. It's like a revolver.
Yeah.
And then you spin the chamber.
Yeah.
And whichever one you land on, that's like connected to a little Raspberry Pi, and then it picks that one.
Might have been more accurate. Like, they were saying that the options were, close together. They were right on top of each other, whatever. So people thought it was like a drop-down menu, maybe some different colors. Nope. It was just a fucking page.
It was 5 links, 5 little blue links.
Yeah. And
the screenshot they sent, the links were blue.
Yeah.
They had been clicked. They would have gone purple.
They used someone else's computer. Yeah, it was a mess. So people were saying, obviously this happened, and why was this the case, and who thought this was a good idea?
It was just Joe. Like, it was just a guy.
You know how to computer, don't you? Can you make a page that like sends a signal? Yeah, sure, probably could.
I don't think we should be handling our important shit with just HTML and JavaScript.
I don't even think there was JavaScript.
It was just a link.
It was just a link.
So I could technically send you that link in Messenger. And you could click that.
Unless it was like a local server thing.
I'll put it behind a short link.
Totally not a nuclear alert, by the way. So yeah, so people got legit warnings, but there aren't many or any shelters in islands.
So many like stories about people just
chilling,
so far away from their families at work, and they're just there crying and breaking down. And
I heard ones where it's just people going and chilling because like there was no shelter near them, so they were just like, may as well just chill on the beach or hang out with my granny or something.
Just rob a few places.
So yeah, that was interesting. That was kind of tacky. There was
UX, user experience.
Yeah.
They need better designers over in the Hawaii Center for scaring the fucking shit out of everyone.
Oh, and then they sent a photo of like their systems, and I think the photo was older. It was from like July, but there was a post-it note stuck to one of the monitors with a password on it. So it's just like, you're using petrol to put out a fire.
If you use enough petrol, it'll ignite it so much, all the oxygen in the area will get burned up.
Yeah,
so you just have to make people not believe the messages.
Yeah, you gotta put
referring
fake
to
password
the literal fucking fire alarm thing earlier.
Yeah.
Now, eventually they sent out one. Like 38 minutes later, it was like, got him. It was all a drill. Sorry, that guy didn't get fired either. He got relocated. Like,
is he a priest?
I was about to say, like many of our fallen comrades in the priesthood. So YouTube has increased the threshold for monetizing your videos. It used to be 10,000 views ever, I think, or in a year, probably ever, because they want your fucking money. And by your money, I mean the advertisers who are listening to this. So they changed that up to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time within a year. That's a pretty significant amount. But then again, if you won't miss the money too much if you're only on that, because 4,000 hours and an ad impression is 30 seconds, and you get paid like $1 per thousand.
Yeah.
So
500. It's like $8. Did I just fuck that up completely?
yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Wait,
An
it's
hour,
4,000 a year though.
60 minutes an hour.
2 hours later.
480,000 impressions. And that's a CPM of 1,000. That would be $480.
Over 12 months,
Yeah.
which is it's like $50
So that one,
a month.
that's
Fuck it.
$40. That one's easy. That's 48 divided by 4 is 12. The other way around, but divided by 12 is 4. So that's $48 a month. So that's a like fuck all money in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But it can pay for your hobby.
Yeah.
So like I initially used mine to just pay for Netflix and Spotify.
Hmm.
But like that's money. It doesn't matter. But people are not happy about this.
Yeah. So back in the day, if you wanted to be a partner, you had to apply and you had to be accepted by YouTube.
And it would take months.
It take the longest time. But that meant that the people who started it then, they were just doing it for the crack.
Yeah.
And now, with the way things are, teachers have to tell kids not to come to school dressed as YouTubers for their like dream job work day. You know, like you might dress up as a fireman and go into school because you want to be a fireman. Teachers have to be like, nope, no dressing up as a YouTuber. That's a thing that happened. So it's like a career path to aspire to, rather than a hobby that you can eventually start making money off.
Yeah.
You know? So it means you do have to have that initial grind for a while longer. That's not why YouTube's doing it, of course, but that's just the effects that it has on the YouTube in the biggest brackets and inverted commas.
And you thought
I can do.
Not you, but we thought TV was ruining the youth.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy, were we wrong.
Yeah. The internet's a thing.
It's amazing.
So what it means is there's going to be less people doing YouTube in general because they won't be able to make money unless... Well, like, people will be sticking at it less because they won't see... Like, when I was younger, I made a video. It was a vlog where I was talking about a YouTuber.
In your garage.
In my... Yeah,
with your sick
much.
mohawk.
Yeah, boy.
This is the best video you've ever shared with me.
I made YouTube videos on and off since, like, 2009. I had, like, 15 different channels.
But
so
it wasn't about the money.
It wasn't about the money.
Yeah.
I just got bored of shit. That's why there's so many different channels. But so for one of them, I got it got shared on Twitter by the YouTuber I was talking about in the video, and it got like 3,000 views. So I got like $3 off it, even though this is like a 6-minute long video. I was like, oh, this is class. But I can never withdraw it because you have to get 70 euros worth to withdraw.
70, I think it's dollars.
Okay. That's what it was at the time, but
It still is now.
at the time I was 15 or 16. I didn't have a bank account, so my plan was to get a check sent out written to my name, which would take an extra 2 weeks, and then I could cash that in when I finally did make a bank account, or like in the post office or something. So that was my plan. So I got like a Google envelope sent to my house to like confirm my address back when they used to do that. I don't know if they do that anymore.
I got one of those literally 3 days ago.
There you go.
They're really cool now. They have it's a piece of paper. It's not an actual envelope, and you tear the sides off.
Ah. Do they have stickers?
No, but the problem is, I just received this letter, and it was just this Google AdSense logo on it and my name, and I'm like, I don't want everyone around me knowing about that.
Yeah, I tied it from my parents because I was 15 or 16 or whatever it was. I don't think I was supposed to set up an account. I saw a tweet that someone twittered, and it was like my 9-year-old little sister made these videos for fun of her like unboxing Bratz dolls or something. It's not Bratz because I don't even think that's around anymore, but some kid's toy. Yeah. And accidentally enabled monetization and had $1,500 just chilling in an AdSense account. So that's the thing.
That's class.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's probably a good thing for YouTube overall. And the reason YouTube is doing it is because they don't want channels essentially what they're doing
Monetizing
is
inappropriate content.
yeah,
And when that happens, the advertisers pull out.
yeah, because Pepsi doesn't want to see Pepsi beside
Beheadings.
yeah, beheading. I was gonna go there as well. It's always fucking beheading. So that's the actual motivation behind it, but I think the knock-on effects it's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be a big deal.
If for smaller YouTube channels, I guess like that $20-$30 a month adds up after a year, and then you can get a new camera, and then
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you start off, if you when I was making YouTube videos, one of the things I did was stop motion animation.
Yeah.
And there was this camera that I wanted because I was using a PS2 iToy.
Yeah.
And before that, I was using a handheld video camcorder to take still images.
It's beautiful.
It was awful. And there was this Logitech webcam I wanted to get, and it was like €30. And I was like, oh, that's too much. But if I was getting my AdSense, I wouldn't have got it because I didn't get that many views. But still, it would make a big difference.
Yeah.
Like, you can get a pretty nice mic for 30. You can get a webcam. You could buy
like the
games.
the blue Yeti
Snowball.
The snowball one.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
What's this one? This is the Yeti.
Yeah.
This is the blue Yeti, and there's the company's called Blue.
Yeah, the company's called Blue.
So
they have the Snowflake and the Snowball Ice as well. They have different ones, but
my friend has the Snowball. It's really good.
Yeah.
So to sum it up, YouTube is a business.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make business.
Do you think about it from a technology perspective? Because this is a technology podcast, by the way. I'm not sure if you knew that. They have so many servers.
Yeah.
Storing
at least 3.
Storing so many petabytes of video.
Yeah.
And serving it to so many millions of people in all different qualities, which they have to process on their side with their servers. Like, how much does it cost to run YouTube? I don't think YouTube's ever been profitable.
YouTube has to be profitable.
No.
Really?
I don't think it's ever been profitable. It's owned by Google, so it's fine. But
YouTube...
think about the costs.
Oh, yeah.
How many hours are uploaded every day? Even storing that, but serving it up to that many people, processing it on their side.
It depends how efficient it is.
Even so, though, if shitheads like us can upload an hour's worth of video once a week, they process that into, I assume, 1080, 720, 4P, or 480,
240,
360, 144. And they have to serve that up that often.
Do they have proprietary things, or is it an MP4?
FLV. At least it used to be.
Yeah. And they convert it.
Yeah.
Okay, Nintendo Switch. The Chaos Communication Conference. I think that's it. Because there's the Chaos Computing Club. And hackers have hacked the Nintendo Switch. I love saying it like that because it makes me sound so fucking uninformed. So at the Chaos Communication Conference in Germany, I think it was last week, some people revealed that they've gained kernel level access to the Nintendo Switch, which, if you don't know, is pretty important. So basically, we're getting really close to having a full-blown crack of the thing and being able to run your pirated games on it. But who would do that? It's about homebrew. Want homebrew software. I want to put my own Facebook messaging client on the Nintendo Switch.
So you can put it on the TV, control it with the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
You got to get a Switch?
No.
Why?
I want to move out.
Yeah. Oh, you want to just not use the money on
the
Switch?
Yeah,
okay,
it's hardly money. Like.
Yeah, it's not like if I get a Switch, I can't move out. Fair enough. You got these big boy problems.
Not really.
I mean,
I wouldn't call it a problem. We live in Ireland. You can live at home till you're 30, and everyone's like, "Yeah, the economy's just fucked now, isn't it?"
I think
awful.
a lot of countries are like that, though. Some countries just have it culturally like that. I think some of the Scandinavian countries, you'd live with your parents a lot longer, and then other countries have like a move out at 18 kind of feel to them. But yeah, I don't know. It's people are weird.
Yeah,
gotta do what you gotta do.
Switch is cool. No, I'm not really haven't played that many games. Kind of getting over it.
Games or
just games
in general? In
general.
Too busy.
Yeah, because like whenever I play them, I just fall asleep. Now I'm an old man.
Oh, it's a good thing you got a really expensive PC with a really expensive graphics card. And
for rendering out our sick visualizer of our podcast on YouTube. Go check it out. I accidentally rendered a 204 gigabyte file because I used the default codec, and I read that those codecs are from 1996.
Okay.
Why would you need a new one? We haven't had new technological advances since 1996.
Well, I mean,
such
people.
as the graphics card.
I mean, people, probably including us, still use MP3s, and they're so
I
old
don't
that the
use
software
MP3s.
has expired. Or what is it? The patent for MP3s just expired there like 6 months ago.
It expired really dodgily.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of like they're like tiptoeing around like, can we use this? And the people are like, yeah, sure.
So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the Switch. So essentially, well, I mean, everything's gonna get hacked at some point. The Switch is a year old. Is it? Is it even a year old yet?
Gotta be getting there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the Switch is...
No, it couldn't be because...
Did it come out during the summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because I was outside then, walking about.
Perfect.
Yeah, going up to Smith's to try and buy the... the SNES Classic.
Oh, wait.
NES Classic.
There you go.
Completely for resale. You could flip that thing. You walk from one shop to a secondhand shop in town. You could make like 80 quid.
Yeah.
For a little walk.
It's nice. So I think the Switch is uniquely desirable to be cracked because it's got the whole portable thing and a big screen. So it'd be great for watching stuff on.
It's like a better PS Vita.
Yeah, with a kickstand.
Yeah.
And not two pointless touchscreens.
How dare you?
Did you ever use the touch pads?
It's too small for my hand to use the thing in general. It hurts.
Oh. Do you have the first gen Vita or the...
Second one.
Oh.
But then my hand falls asleep.
And then you fall asleep because you're playing games because you're an old man.
Ugh.
You just gotta move out and get a white picket fence. And a dog to get you outside.
And the electric can opener and the other things that adults have.
Yeah, I haven't really played many games. College has been very busy.
And work.
And stuff.
Project after college.
But I mean, I guess it's not too big of a loss because I would just be playing like CSGO for a while and getting shouted at in Russian and then just going offline.
I played PUBG for a bit with James and I turned the chat on for a second and the guy was just screaming racial slurs and I turned it off and went, okay, that's enough for me.
It's enough internet for one day.
It was awful. Bit of an aside. Although that's what this whole thing is, so I don't know why I'm saying that.
A bit more of an aside.
Like very much to the side. I remember ages ago watching a video about soft modding a Nintendo either 64 or GameCube. And do you remember those Game Shark things? It's a little cartridge you put in, you can mod and hack your Nintendo games. So I was watching a video about this guy and he was saying company Daytel, they make it. And he bought it because he was really interested. Like, let's see what they're doing in the space. Because he was really active in the space as well. And he opened it up and he would look through it. And he found all his code on it. His personal code that he made, Daytel were selling in a little chip. And he was fucking furious. He was like, now if you want to do this easily, buy this Daytel chip. It works well. I know because they use my code.
Was this code open source?
Yeah, I think so. Was
it GPL licensed?
I don't know. I think it was just they'd share it around on forums.
Okay, yeah.
And
because at that point, so the GPL or the GNU public license has been around since the 80s at least.
Yeah.
And essentially, what it is, it's the another name for it is copyleft instead of copyright. So you can distribute it, modify it, and sell it or do whatever. But if someone else, say someone just sees all my code and they take it, the license comes with it. So they have to use that license as well. That's pretty much the only thing. So whatever they use my code for, well, not necessarily, but if they take all of my code or whatever, they have to let it be distributed and modified and shared
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. So it's still shitty what they're doing.
Oh no, he was just mad because they make such shite like hardware. It always breaks and
I
their
never
support
actually
is
used it.
terrible. I used one, but then like it ruins the fun.
Yeah,
Maybe realize that like cheating just wrecks the game
yeah.
because then you're like, oh well, now I don't have to put in any effort to play.
I mean, when you're an old man, you don't want to spend all the hours grinding.
Yes, you buy loot boxes.
You pay for a level 80 account in World of Warcraft.
80.
I don't know what's the level cap now. 110.
10. Oh shit! I was calling you out, and then I don't even have the fucking info.
I think it's 110.
It was 100 in Warlords of Draenor, and then it was Legion came out, and I assume went to 110. I don't know. I hit my head.
Is that after
I just
or
hit
before?
my head, and it's really sore.
Was that before or after Pandaria?
It goes Pandaria. Then Warlords of Draenor. I don't want to. Oh God, I missed Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, Legion.
Yeah, Legion brought up to 110.
Okay.
Boom. But apparently, Kotaku says it's only the beginning. What does that mean? Who knows?
The engine's finally complete.
I think they brought in the thing I'm talking about. Pay for fully leveled account. I think that was when it was.
No, it's not fully leveled. That what does it brings you right up to the threshold of the previous expansion, so you can play the new expansion immediately.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it was around 80.
And you get a free boost with your expansion. We've rambled. Most of it's going to get cut out. We're going to leave this bit in just for continuity.
For context.
Yeah.
As to why
We're going to cut out all the pauses in between our we're going to cut out all the slightly too long pauses. That previous sentence where I muttered,
oh god,
I can't speak.
There's a train wreck. Thanks for listening to episode 9 of the Slacker News Podcast.
Woo!
We're on Twitter at Slacker Newscast, Instagram at Slacker News Podcast, Facebook Slacker News Podcast, and then as far as places to listen, you can go on YouTube Slacker News Podcast. I think as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Whew,
Soundcloud.com / Slacker News Podcast.
Stitcher, iTunes,
TuneIn Radio.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I always think there's something else.
Go to those pages, like them, like the Facebook page and Twitter. We're going to start posting more stuff, as in articles. No one's listening to this.
If you feel like
We keep getting a load of people listening from San Francisco, like a shitload.
Oh.
So theory,
they're tech boys.
tech boys,
Yeah.
or there's about 15 companies in San Francisco making really shitty SoundCloud web scrapers.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant on YouTube.
No.
Okay.
Both are very plausible.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, can we check how many people download from iTunes? Is that a thing we can do?
I have never gone on there.
Yeah. I got the podcast up and I was like, okay, well, now it's showing up on my podcast client, so...
Do you just plug in an RSS feed?
Yeah. So it's request the SoundCloud, or, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck it. Who cares? Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time, hopefully next week.
Bye!